Okay, I did some modifications on my Colorado XT. First, of course, the wheels. This has been done quite a bit, but I just used 1/2 inch all thread. It's a little loose, but as much as you use it, you don't really need too much. For some reason, I double nutted the inside and just double nutted the outside. I just used a piece of 1/2 inch conduit for a spacer. Pretty simple. Works well. I didn't add anything extra. I mean, that's wide enough. It works pretty decent. But the main thing is I put my pole holders up front. I attached them with this device, which is this is for a bike handlebar extension, but it works perfect. It locks perfect here. I did have to add a couple of washers in just because it was a little snug on the mounting bracket of the fishing pole, but they can be removed if you want. If you don't need it in there, just leave the deal locked in there, but they adjust. I do mostly trolling on this boat, and the way I've got it set up is pretty nice. And of course I got my own. Okay, I'm gonna let it down and show you more here in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna show you a couple different combinations. Of course, I got my net. All I did was use one of my spare brackets, the boat brackets, put PVC, 1-inch PVC, slides in. I put a cap in the bottom. In case you lose it, it'll sink down and the air will trap. It'll trap in here and it'll float. But you can put your net here if you want. I don't really do it, but I just put my net there, basically. I don't really use this, but I'm just showing that you can put the pole on the other side if you want. The 1-inch actually slides right in to that perfectly. And that actually works not too bad if you're just one pole trolling. I troll forward. I troll with the wheels on, which actually helps. I just leave them on. It actually helps trolling. And I actually leave the oars in the water. That helps trolling. You're trolling forward. I usually put the net right here. And that, and you can put another pole right here. And troll too if you wanted to. Okay, I'm going to show you the steering that I hooked up. It's pretty nice too. All I did there was take the washer off, because there's a washer that's on that you mount, and it just slides in. You don't have to drill any holes, it just slides. It locks better on this side and rides better, the Fishfinder. It's out of the way. You probably have to pull it out if you were going to use your oars. And that simple style actually works pretty nice. And then my battery box I added just fish holders so I can take it off. All I did was add a piece of wood. I had to put a metal bottom on the bottom of it so your poles don't slide through. And then I just put my battery. It actually rides like just about like that. You could put that like that. You could put a pole inside if you want. This one actually holds my umbrella. It actually works nice. If you wanted an extra pole back there. Motor. I don't do that. That's basically just for hold my umbrella, really, because I do everything different. I like leaving this front open because when you've got the net and you're bringing in a fish, both your pole and your net's out, you can still catch your fish. Pretty nice. Anyways, this is the holders. You know, it's just your basic one, and they actually just lock on. That actually just locks on. Like I say, I added a couple washers just because I'm afraid it was going to clamp. You can see how this one actually got crimped pretty good, but almost like it was designed for it, but not quite. And all them are is that this is actually a one that's not a long one. This has actually got the longer. You can get them all different sizes. This is probably the longest you can get. This is the shortest one. That just slides on. Just slides on. Then you put your pole in there. They have some with different degrees. I just got the shortest degree on all of them. But for the steering, I added another one. This is that exact same one there. And then PVC 1/2 inch actually with the threaded in the inside. I'm gonna get them parts right now. Now I don't thread it in too tight because this could actually turn. I did that mistake. So that's actually my steering deal right there. And although it looks, when I first did this, I was like, oh, I don't know if that's going to work, but actually when I was on the thing, because your turning is basically pretty much like that much. So it actually, I don't know, it's not bad. You don't even hardly know. I didn't think it was going to work. I was like, I don't know. But when I was out on the lake, it's like, oh, it's pretty nice. But so you're kind of looking at it from the front. But as you're sitting down, so you know, you're just basically, it's not bad. You know, you kick it out there and you kick it here. You're trolling. For some reason, the oars in the water and the wheels underneath in the water just dragging along, it trolls really nice. Just straight as can be, even in the wind. It's really nice. I don't know if I was missing it, but you can see me steering the boat there. Very simple. It's actually out of the way. You know, so as I'm sitting there, I got my, that's what my Fishfinder will look like. It's actually perfect. Nah, I actually do troll with 2 poles. Sometimes you don't need to as much. The net there, really. This was just your basic one. And of course that, which is the same as those, and it's the, actually it's the, you can see it there, it's the 31.8 is the one, because there's, I think it's a 25, but you want just the basic one for the regular handlebar extension for just your pedal bikes. And they got all different sizes. You know, and that's pretty much, I mean, I might, like I say, I just leave the wheels underneath and it doesn't bother anything. I have actually a longer shaft. Can't remember what this shaft was, but a shorter one you'd be screwed maybe, because see, you got to put just a piece of fabric. That's actually just almost tight enough, but it won't quite do it. This is actually just off of a suspender strap I cut that I had off of old hold your pants up, and it's just very thin. You can't go very thick because it almost is perfect for the whole setup to create the steering. It's almost perfect, but then you just buy that, and this is just 1/2-inch PVC. That's just a coupler with threads. The other side doesn't have threads, but I actually put this in just because it separates. So that's pretty much how it looks. I got my little shader on there now. So probably about just right there. Got the Fishfinder off the side. Pole. And you're trolling. 1 pole's nice, up because 2 you're fighting it, but I'll usually do that. I'm trolling forward, of course. And the tires actually, with the tires on there, it actually picks up the back end because the tires actually float more. So if they did come off, I doubt they would, but they would float. So as I'm trolling forward, I'm watching my pole. I am steering. It actually works better than I didn't think it was going to work, but it actually does. Work pretty nice. Your steering is just basically that much most of the time going forward. Got the shader. That's another one that I added just because it holds my tackle box right there. That's just basically to strap my tackle box so it don't move. And I don't want to add too much. Still got the oars. I mean, this just spins off if you needed to. So that would actually just spin off if you needed the oar, and just unscrew it real quick. Done. Net. Put my net over here. I actually kind of like it better over here somewhere. It's out of the way enough there. I don't know. Get too carried away. But it is nice having the 2 even if you're fishing with 1 pole. You can put the one on this side if the wind's blowing a certain way. Put it over on that side, and keeps it out that way, or you put it back over on this side. So I got my main pole, just so that's basically, I don't have my battery on there, but that's basically what it looks like. I don't know if you can get a good picture. I could put my backup pole in there. So I put my backup pole. So we can get something on the back end here, what it actually looks like. So you can see how the motor turns pretty good. Basically, you're right here, and that's about it. Even though it kind of looks like it sticks way out, but it's actually pretty nice. I troll everywhere. Nice. Go everywhere, all the lakes. I love it. My Fishfinder. Okay, maybe I'll get some pictures out on the lake just so you can see it on the lake. Okay, got my truck loaded the night before, going up the East Canyon. Got it in the back of the truck here. Just got to make my lunch in the morning and be in East Canyon in Utah. Hope I catch some fish. It's nice up here. East Canyon, it's a short drive. Got the Fishfinder here. Looks pretty good. I don't know how that's set. I don't know. Maybe you can't see anything. I don't know. A little bit of wind. I think it's just coming off because the sun's coming up. Got off. Boy, that oh, lost him. Well, easy come, easy go, I guess. I think they like that slower speed. We can catch one more here. I'm going to shut that camera off. not too bad up here. It's pretty. I gotta put some sunscreen on here. Biggest fear is getting that line tangled in your propeller because you're screwed. If that thing gets turned in there, you just got to kill it and cut your line, try to save your pop gear. I mean, because that thing will wind up in there and stop your motor, and I don't know what you can do. Paddle to the shore and take the prop off. You wouldn't want to take the prop off out here. I mean, for the most part, if you're just one pole fishing, there's not really any worry, but you get two poles out there. I switched it up to this other side, but maybe not as good. If we get one more here. Yeah, if you can see me steering or not. You know, it seems like. There's a little bit of play when you step on the video there, but don't sweat the small stuff, right? I just got the wheels on underneath. I mean, it actually put a little too much. I aired up the tire and it actually kicked it up more. But it's not bad. Yeah. Wow. Not very deep over here. I don't know, was that shallow? Better do a speed up and get out of this area here. Last time I was up here I had two poles. Well, that's kind of a juggling, and then I can't kill the motor because the other one's rolling, or so I'm rolling in. I don't know. It's all right. You're not getting any bites. It's nice to have two poles going. You can fish with two poles in Utah if you got a license. Nice, got the cloud cover. Nice. Doing my coffee. Multitasking. Fishing, coffee, steering. Oh yeah. There's fish down there. What is that? There. You know, if you got them wheels on there, you could mount a fish finder right on that. You know, one of the nicer ones, right on your bracket on your wheels. You're just trolling with your wheels underneath. I mean, that gives you a nice solid place when the wire up. And when you take your wheels off, you take the whole thing off. I thought about doing that, but this little one here, it's so easy to put on, and mainly the depth you're looking. But I can tell you, if you don't see any fish on that thing, you probably not going to catch anything. It's my personal experience. This is 19 feet, 17 feet. I didn't realize it was that shallow over here. So there's fish though. Maybe. I got my coffee though. Good enough. Yeah. I don't see anything or not. But just trolling, got my trolling pole. It's working pretty good. I've caught 3 fish. Let's see. It's only about 8:30 in the morning. There's the 3 fish. Catch one more here. And I might let it go and try to catch another one. Thing seems to be working good. Fishfinder. It's not a bad setup on that Fishfinder. I've been getting steady hits all off and on. I had 2 poles out there. It was just like crazy. Just I couldn't deal with it anymore. Single pole's nice because then you just kill the motor and reel it in. Not bad at all. I was hoping to get a bite here. It's pretty. 136 feet deep here. I just got my tackle box set up here. Whoa, whoa! Damn it. I think I messed up that hook, because that's the second one I've lost there. Messing around with the camera, but I think I'm done with the camera. Anyways, so I missed another one there, but whatever. Yeah, I caught one more there. I let him go. Yeah, I'll catch the next one. I'll keep, and I'll be done. I was hoping one would get on, but I got the camera, but I don't want to hold the camera too long. Nice shader. Works out nice. The poles. And you can't put your feet up for long. Kind of kicks that pole a little bit. If I just drag my oars. See my oars there. Need a place for my coffee. No, that's the most annoying. I just shove it in there. I got all sorts of garbage in both these bags, but that's my tackle box. I got it strapped in there. Top. But if I could mind seeing getting a good bite again. I don't know. Anyways. Motor, battery, basic stuff. Let air, one more air in them tires underneath. My roll tires and actually kicked up my back end, maybe a little too high. I have to let a little out. I don't know. It's riding pretty good, I really. Been pretty action-packed up here, I'll tell you. Been pretty fun. Alright. Well, I don't think we're going to see. Takes a minute, that's for sure. Trying to hold the camera, fish. Drinking coffee in between, right? Coffee, fish, steer. It's all working. It's all good. This lake don't have too many places you can pull in. You got the dam there. That's the only place down on this end, and then on the clear on the other end, you can put a boat in. A little boat like this in. That's about it for this lake. Strawberry. You can put in all over in strawberry. East Canyon, July 2019. It's pretty up here. just got it on speed 2 right now. I've been having pretty good luck. Just got 5 speeds. Like I say, on that 5th speed with the tires on there, I don't know. It's pretty jumpy.